Hello everybody, this is Bench85 and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17 Season 3. It is actually the same night that I left you, well it's the night of the same day that I left you guys the last time we were here, in the last episode. And I'm wrapping up chopping here, it's after 7:30, it's starting to get dark here, the sun's going down. But we're going to have all of our silage chopped up. Which kind of worries me, because I figured it'd be a couple days worth. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have enough silage to get us through the year. I guess we're going to have to find out. Kind of see where we are after we go through one season, and we'll kind of figure out where we need to be. I kind of wanted to add a few more cows just to kind of get a little more income at the same time, but it may not be a good idea. Although one thing is for sure, if I can do this all in under a day, I mean I know it's taking time and stuff like that, but I feel like maybe we don't have to get the big one. Big forage harvester? I mean, we're gonna have to at some point, I know that much. But maybe we don't have to yet. You can see I still got bales all over the place. I got all the hay baled up. Oops, swung out a little wide there. So I still gotta pick all those up. Which I figured I can spend some time doing that tomorrow. Might also do a little bit of the cultivating too. Maybe, we'll see. I haven't decided. I gotta look and see how much manure has been saved up. Because I may take some time to spread out some manure here first. I don't know, I'm at this point in the game here where I'm just kind of like, well, do we do this, do we that, or do this, do that? You know, what's going to be most cost effective? Where are we going to run into trouble? I mean, do we get more cows so that we can have more income, or are we going to run out of food again and not get the productivity I was hoping for? I mean, you know what? Where do you leave things at? I guess this guy's going to have to go over here, actually. The combine is kind of in the way here, but I haven't had the chance to put it away yet because I was trying to get all the other crops in, you know. There we go. So it's kind of a catch-22, you know. Where do we go with things? What do we do? Where do we take things next? But at least this means that I will be able to get all the silage in, and we can get the silo fermenting. I believe if I do my math correctly, this is load number 9 and load number 10, I believe. So 10 loads. It's not a full 10 loads, so we're figuring about 20,000 a piece, so there should be about 200,000 units of chaff in here. This bunker's, I mean, definitely getting full. I don't know what the actual fill limit of the silo is. I mean, there is one at some point. I don't know if it's 200,000 or what it is. If that's the case, we're not going to be able to fit all of the other wagon in here. Actually, I'm going to leave this wagon sitting right about here, because we don't need to take that back to the field. We have to figure out what we want to do here. I don't know what I want to do about this. I feel like we won't have enough silage, so I don't think we can increase our animal load yet. At the same time, maybe we do. I don't know. To help out a little bit, get a little more silage, I could always cut these trees down and push this fence line out a little bit. That's always a possibility. We could also get another field nearby. We can put some corn on too. Change up how we do things. I don't know, it's an interesting predicament to be in. And it's not, it's not something you would have to deal with in the normal vanilla game, because you just don't have these questions, this concern about, 206, about, well, how to get enough crop in order to feed the animals you have, because you're just not used to, even if you slow down time and, have the crops grow as slow as possible, you're still looking at everything growing in like 2 days. Whereas here, you got 48 days you got to cover between crop to crop, at least in the version that I'm doing here. That is a lot of time. That is a lot of feed that has to go into your animals. And it's just not something you have to work with. And I'm not complaining. It's a very cool and different predicament, that's for sure. And all we can do is kind of play around and figure out about how much we're going to need, and just kind of go off from there. Kind of plan ahead. And if we can get extra into the silos, then great. I mean, I would love to come next fall and have to be chopping and have some left in the silo. We'll just fill the other one. That's why there's 2 of them, right? Now the interesting part's going to be is if we get enough cows in here that we outgrow these 2 bunkers. That's when things could get a little dicey. I know there is some other silos out on the field, or out on the map, so we could utilize those. We'd have to buy the fields next to it, as far as I'm concerned. And then we'd basically have to ship in the silage when we do this. So we'd be bringing the silage in and putting it in a pile, basically, and using it off the pile. Would be the idea. So there we go. We are at 100%. So I'm going to blanket it. Looks like the majority of it got covered. And now we just gotta wait for this guy to finish fermenting. I feel like 250 might be the limit on the silo. I'm not sure. But it is 8 o'clock. I need to get these wagons put away and get some rest before tomorrow. Because tomorrow we've got a bunch of bales to pick up. And put away for the winter before we can, call this season done. Like I said, we got some thinking to do, so we're gonna have a winter to figure that out, and springtime comes, we'll have to see what we want to do and what we want to plant and where we want to plant it. But I'm not putting any winter wheat in. I decided I've got enough straw and I want to leave it where it's at. And we don't need to harvest any, or we won't need to bale up any straw next year. So we'll wait a year on that. So I'm going to put this stuff away, and I'll meet you guys when we start working out some of the things we might want to do here. Or maybe doing some winter activities, we'll see. Winter's not that far away.
So remember how I just said we had to think about things, what we wanted to do? Well, I just got done thinking about one thing. And something that's been bugging the heck out of me now. I've been surviving with it, it hasn't been that bad. Is these bales. It's now officially bad. All I did was try to stack some straw bales before. And what happened? Well, one started falling. And I thought, oh, no big deal. And then I come back in and a whole bunch of them started falling. My stack, my beautiful stack, is just completely gone. So, next season, we are going to be switching over from round bales to square bales, because I cannot stand being with these, or dealing with these round bales anymore. They are just an absolute pain to deal with. I did not get that one, did I? They're paying to load and unload. They're paying to stack. Square bales. I'll have to look and see in here. Yeah, there's enough room. You could use the big wagon and you could stack them. You know, 16 high or whatever that one is, that big collector. So you'd be set to go then. Seems like a pretty win-win to me. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have to sell the round baler and we're going to switch over to square bales. Come on. See, that's half the problem, because you think they're going to release and then they don't release, and then it just... all things go to heck and it just doesn't turn out well. I don't know which one I want to do here. Top of that, I've been thinking about buying a small field with the money I have right now and just maybe harvesting it to sell for stuff. But just for the idea that maybe we're going to need silage next year. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to watch and see if there's some smaller cornfields or something that are planted next year that maybe we could buy up for a decent price if we need some more silage. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be short, but at the same time I'm not sure. We won't know until we get there. But I'm pretty sure I do want to start messing around. Come on. Ooh, don't push them all over. There we go. I think we're okay now. I just do want to start playing around with a little bit of, oh shoot. I feel like we need a skid loader or something in here too. Something besides the tractor, something that gets around pretty well. Guess what? These guys are not going to stay up for me, are they? Oh man. See, now the hay bales are doing it. What the heck? I just cannot stack bales worth a darn anymore, I guess. Maybe that's feeding into my want to switch. I don't know. But anyways, just thought I'd share that with you guys. And oh crap! Just realized I need all single. I need some single bales put in there, or at least one of them. There. At least that one won't fall now. Let's grab the single here. Perfect. I mean, it's not like I'm not, you know, good at stacking these anymore. I've gotten pretty good at stacking them. I mean, look how many bales, you know, I've shifted around in here. There's a lot of bales in here. Oop. So I'm not new to that. But sometimes they just get to be a pain, and sometimes you get frustrated with them. And as soon as you get frustrated with them, that's when everything goes south. There we go. Oh, we're making progress now. We got 2 more doubles and then a single left down there. I don't know if this is going to stack properly or not, but no, it's not. It's alright. Oh, cannot see what I'm doing here. And release. There we go. So that's all I was trying to do with the straw bale, you know, let it fall. I'll come back, I'll grab what it needs, you know, just fix it, put it in the position it needs to be in, and we'll be all set. But nope. Doesn't want to work that way. Wants to be difficult and knock everything over. which is just downright lovely. So here's the thing. Oh. I can put this set right up on top of here. Hope it'll release. Does. I don't know if I can put one single one there, because I think it's gonna knock everything over. I think instead what I'm gonna do here is pretend to grab two of them, and then I'm gonna actually grab. Okay, I'm going to reset. I'm gonna grab these two instead, because the other two do not want to cooperate. Or that one, I should say. We'll just drop them on the ground right here. They're not gonna hurt anything. First layer or two is not stacked. Not gonna bother me. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with the square bales though, because if we switch over to that, where are we gonna put them? I might end up, maybe I'll end up stacking them at the just gonna put this one here so it takes up a little less space. At the sheep farm, we'll put the hay bales in there maybe. So how many rows do we actually have now? I mean, how much does this involve? I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting a 7th, and there's 5, 9, 12 per. 12 times 6, 72. There's probably a good 75 hay bales there. Yeah, I would say we've got enough hay bales to last a while. So I don't think we need any more fields for hay at all. We do not need that at all. I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to back this in from this angle. This trailer doesn't back very well. Then again, neither does that square bale picker upper thingy. So, alright, I'm going to wait for that silage to convert. I remember it was like 206, wasn't it? That's not going to work. It's around 206,000, wasn't it? Yeah, I believe so. So we'll see how much silage actually comes out. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 conversion or not. Guess I never really paid attention. But we'll find out when we get to that point. So I'm going to have to fast forward a little bit here. And actually it's perfect timing for me to do a little bit of work for the farmers around this area. As the harvest comes in, because we've got our harvest completely done. So at least we can make a little bit of money then. And wait for winter to come. Alright guys, welcome back at the end of fall here. End of harvest. I've been helping out the farmers. I end up with... Oh, this tractor's still running. Don't want to run out of fuel. I'm over 200,000, and I was just kind of walking around in town here and realized how easy it is to find the gold nuggets. I have 9 of them, and I think at 10 you end up showing all of them. I'm hoping that you can turn that feature off. Ugh. So now you see them all over my map, which is going to be a real pain. So there's no way for me to turn it off, is there? Oh. I guess we're going to be stuck with those on there. I am not going to use the map for finding them, really. I kind of want to walk around. I mean, to give you an idea here. Oh, there's one over there that I saw. Excuse me here, trash bin. There's gold behind you. I mean, just walking through here. There was a backyard of a house where I found 3 of them right next to each other. So I don't see any more here. Don't think they'd hide one in the manure pile.
Yeah. And I don't think you can get in the greenhouses. Not that I would expect there to be one in the greenhouses here. Case IH, Ponzi. Huh. Anyways, ooh, stuck on the boxes. Let me out. It is getting to be dark here. And remember I said I wanted to trade some equipment out. I want to see what I can get here. Actually, we should probably just scoot across to that house I was talking about here. I think it's the brick one. No, it's this one. See? Okay, there's 4 of them. So there's one right here. There's one right here. And there's 2 of them at the table. Isn't that kind of crazy? There might even be another one here. I don't know. But yeah, the town is just full of them. Here's one right here. Now, if you remember, if I collect all 100 of them, I get $1 million, 1 million credits. So I'm not going to actively seek it out. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to sell our baler. We're going to sell this tractor, I've decided. And we are going to sell this tedder. Perfect. We may have to take out a loan for some of this. But I'm okay with that, I've decided. So tractors wise, I want to get the Puma. I want a front end loader attachment on it. I'm going to keep wheel weights as an extra 1,300. I think I want the wheel weights. And these get expensive right away. So I'm not gonna do any more than that. So we're gonna buy that. And then we're gonna buy the baler. I think we're gonna get the Kuhn one just to be a little different. Then we have 15,000 left. So we would need a tedder. And I wanted to get this one for 27. So unfortunately that's gonna have to wait. I think we're gonna leave it at that. Oh, what I can do here, I am gonna purchase 3.2, 3.1. I want to purchase this guy. So we have $3,000. We are going to have to buy some seed and stuff here coming up. But what I want to do here, yeah, it's almost nighttime. There we go. Nice big tractor. I like that. Ooh. So yeah, my goal is to get this guy on the front of here. And we can then run this mower. I was originally going to sell it and go for the full setup like this, with the attachment mowers like that. But I realized I wasn't going to have enough money. So if we do this, if you look, we should be able to cut right alongside of each other. And I can always adjust this a little bit to make it work. So we'll be able to cut 2 paths in one shot. And that's also why I wanted to get a different tractor, because now we got 2 tractors with front end attachment locations. So that's going to be our plan here. Wow, it shows there are just gold nuggets everywhere. I feel like if we go around and collect them all, then if we get the $1 million, well, 1 million credits, you know, it's not going to make things as worthwhile, because I don't feel like we earned it So if I see them, I will collect them, but I'm not going to go out and hunt them. Oh. I was giving him enough room. He just didn't let me past. I think that's going to be our plan. Oop. It did snow this morning. That's why it's showing the raindrops, but it only snowed for a short while, and then the temperature came up and it started raining, so we didn't get any snow on the ground. But it looks like Monday we are going to have some snow, and then it's going to get cold. Thursday, I don't know if it's going to rain or snow. We'll have to see how that works out, but it'll be interesting. But at least we got ourselves a nice square baler. We got ourselves a new tractor. We're making some slow upgrades. So now our New Holland, the blue tractor, will be able to stay up at the farm pretty much for everything, and we can use this guy to run the farm for everything. Plus it's going to have the horsepower to do some bigger stuff, which will be nice. So I don't exactly know where I am on this episode, so I'm going to let you guys go here for a little bit, and even if I'm at my time, I'll come back for a short little bit here, and we'll see what the snow looks like when Monday rolls around. I gotta bring this other stuff back to the farm still. I'll be back in a bit, guys. Here we are, guys, cruising down the road with a fresh layer of snow on the ground. It's not a lot, it didn't snow a whole lot, but looking ahead in the forecast, we are bound to get more snow in the future here, so I'm not too worried about that. We will get snow. In fact, it may even make getting around a little bit difficult, especially with what I have planned for this winter, because I do want to make some more money. Basically, I've decided that I want to buy a field, and I think we're going to plant even more silage, because I'm worried that we're not going to have enough silage. It takes a lot of silage to feed animals, feed as many cows as we have, and I think it's going to be our main holdback from getting more animals, is getting more silage. But before we sign off here, we need to purchase something, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and get the big one right away. Actually, it's going to purchase over here. I keep forgetting that. I want to put a leveler on the front of here for moving the snow around. Suppose I should probably pick this up, right? There we go. I think what I can... Okay, so it is all the way up. There we go, now we can drive pretty easily. So this guy is going to be really nice for pushing snow around. We need to be able to clear stuff out. I'm not too worried about the home farm right now, but where the cows are, I don't want it to be difficult pushing or moving around, and I'd rather just move the majority of the snow right after it snows like this, instead of waiting for the next snow when it's going to be even harder to move. So I would rather just push everything into a place where it's not going to cause problems, and just be done with it. Oop, I didn't mean to cut it that far. And of course we got a nice big tractor with some horsepower now, and some wheel weights to do so. So we're going to head up there. We're going to push a little bit of snow. And we're going to call it good. And we're going to have some winter episodes now, because there's some work I want to do here in the winter. Not necessarily immediately. We may let it get further into the winter. But see if we can get some more snow built up. Oop. And just kind of have some fun with that. So I think we can push a bunch of this snow out this way, is the plan. So we should be able to just do it like this. And I've tried this a little bit in a previous test world, so I know that these levelers work pretty darn well for this. A lot better than a bucket. I think they can hold a lot more in them too. Oop. Must not have been far enough down. Or just didn't want to push. Sometimes it gets really picky about certain areas, and I'm not sure why. I don't know, maybe I'll just have to use the bucket or something in that area. But, yeah, we'll just push a bunch of the snow this way and call it good for now. And we'll just have some piles sitting over here, which I'm totally fine with. And the rest of this snow, we gotta decide which way we're gonna go with it. I'm not worried about little spots. Maybe that spot will just stay, I don't know. We could push some of it this way, so I have a feeling we're gonna end up going down to this end of the farm, cleaning things out here around the silage. So some of it we could push up against that fence, but the rest of it will probably just end up going down like this. We're just gonna push a bunch of the snow down. I might not have had the blade as level as I wanted it to be. So, it's not an exact science, obviously. But, just drop it off in here. And we'll push it that way or push it the other way. Will be the plan. But either way, I mean, we got some cleanup to do here, so not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. But this guy will definitely make things a lot easier, which will be nice. Yeah, I think I was too close to the dirt over there. So yeah, now I start getting into that grass and it starts complicating things a little bit. It's getting bumps or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna want to push it this way. Oop. Don't hit the building. Doesn't look like it's pushing very well. Maybe I can't push it that way. I don't know. But like I said, it's just something we're gonna have to do here in the winter. And I have to do it a few times too. Seeing as how looks like it's gonna snow a few times. But as long as we get the majority of the snow out of the way, I'm not too worried about it. But thank you all for watching, guys, and as always, take it easy.